The main thing right now is just figuring out what's best for me, the better promoter for me, and walking away from, promoters that are not good for business, like Sleater Promotions and other promoters,
Talking about promoters, have you ever thought, like, who would be the promoter in order that it will help your career? And
PBC has shown big interest, Top Rank has shown interest, Golden Boy has shown interest, like I said before, but we're gonna work on a couple things and then we're gonna go to the next step.
Definitely, I agree with you. In my behalf, I would say, I'm not perfect, and I bet nobody over here on earth is perfect.
No.
We only have God as it's our creator. We make mistakes, we move on, to the next step. So when it comes to heavyweight division, what do you think about Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, and all these heavyweight fighters?
I mean, everything's a toss-up still. Deontay has fought decent opposition the last 1 or 2 fights. So he's becoming, I think, a front runner in the heavyweight division. But like I said, anything can still happen. And it's a matter of time. We're going to see who's the real deal in the division. Like I said, I've basically demolished everybody I fought. We've seen other guys struggle, a lot of other fighters. So like I said, once I get in there, I'm a different story, I'm a different breed, different kind of animal. And then when I come back my return, we'll see.
Hey, I'm pretty sure, you will be exciting to see all these great fights when it comes to, all these athletes, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz. But what do you think about tonight, that fight here, Chris Arreola and Kownacki? Competitive fight?
Yeah, very competitive. I thought Adam Kownacki would have, did him in about a 4th or 5th round. But Chris Jarrell proved that, he's not just a journeyman, he's still a top, contender of the game, and he can still give somebody some hell. Adam still got the win, but it wasn't the cleanest fight. But I feel like maybe my comeback fight should be against Arreola, see if he's up to the task. So we'll see. The main thing is getting in tip-top shape and get ready for anything.
Hey, we would love to see you, also you represent New York. I think Kownacki represents New York. I don't see nobody else over here right now. Oh, don't forget that. And I almost forget. Otto Wallin too represents New York, but I think he's still a little bit more behind.
Nah, yeah, he's not really New York. He's not part-time. He's new. Remember with me, since Adam been in components, and he was as early 8 or 9, and been in Brooklyn most of his life. And I've been in Brooklyn most of my life. Born in Brooklyn, raised in Belize. So we started the boxing together at 14, 15 years ago. Me and Adam. So it's great. We're Brooklyners. We're New Yorkers. So it's different when you see somebody when you come up with doing the damn thing. So it's all love. Like I said, when we get to the top, we all go see who's the real deal.
I know sooner in a few months, hopefully, they decided where they're gonna make that fight. Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, the rematch. If he goes to the UK, who will win? If he goes by decision.
I think the UK favors Andy Joshua a little more, just based on their testing protocols. As you can see, you can fight with a bad substance in your system based on who determines if it's bad over there. Where in Bala, they don't care if it's some kind of narcotics. They catch you with it, you're not fighting, So their protocols to doing drug tests is a lot different than America. And I feel like, AJ gets with it a lot. He's really known for having TVs and that kind of stuff. And so, like I said, I think Andy's best bet is to stay in America, beat his ass here again.
You would love to see that Bada will test, all these fighters. Now, eventually, everyone learn from their lesson. I'm not gonna say put yourself, but there's so many fighters. If we could mention names, there are many names, but let's move on and continue and see, further this great fight that will come, in the next month. I would say when the time's ready and when time comes and when you be 100%, definitely New York is gonna start seeing again.
I'm coming back to kill something, man. So best believe that when we get back in that ring, I'm putting a lot of hurt on somebody. A lot of hurt.
A message that you would like to send